In no particular order, our final, but not the least scholarly avatar, for Phylum Protozoa is Ojo Azeez, a 100-level student of the Department of Marine Science, University of Lagos. Ojo is male. Yes, I know the society is crappy and I should at least have equal representation of every gender in this. Yes, trust me, I know. But the thing is, almost every lady wanted another topic but Protozoa. So don't judge me too quickly. As we go on, there will be many more female avatars and we will maintain that equilibrium that is very much needed in the world. Now, Ojo Azeez. Why did I choose him? Why? Well, to be honest, it wasn't just a mere selection. It was a very strategic move. I wanted something different. Now, people that are familiar with this name would understand what I mean by something different. But for those that don't know, let me give you a glimpse of my experience with him. Now, I don't know him personally, I haven't even seen him before. But we are mutual members of certain group chats. And what I've noticed and come to appreciate about this dude is how different he is. He kind of opposes the majority all the time. He sees things very uniquely. The way that he thinks about the simplest of things would marvel you. Always exposing others to another angle, another side of the story, another narrative. So when we started to make proposals and send messages to get people to participate, I thought about him too. I was curious to see how such a phenomenal person would see this regular topic because I knew that he would give us another angle to it. And he didn't disappoint. Are you tired of the regular normal? Me too. Well, this is Ojo Azeez and this is his classroom.
Hello everyone, hope you are all good. My name is Ojo Azeez from the Department of Marine Science. So the subject we'll be treating is ZLY 111, and the topic that we are going to face today is Phylum Protozoa. What do you understand by Protozoa? Protozoa is derived from two separate words. Protos means first, while Zohan means animal. That means Protozoa means first animal. So you are wondering how they arrived at the name. So don't let me put you guys in suspense. So just listen attentively and follow the class. So we are going to get there in a bit. So let's start from here. Let's start from its genesis. How it was discovered, so everything. So let's start from here. It was first discovered by Anthony van Leeuwenhoek in the year 1671, and Van Siebold in the year 1845 identified this organism as single-celled organism. And Dobell named them as acellular. Dobell is a name, named them as acellular or non-cellular animals. And Goldfield was the one that named these organisms as protozoans. And the interesting part is that these organisms, over 50,000 species have been identified and named. Something, and there is something I would like you to know about this phylum. So, there are even more than one. So let me not rush you. So let's just proceed, and you will be seeing something that will be amazing you about this phylum and about this class. So let's go on. So protozoans are first formed animals as research, got it. And now let's go to their general characteristics. The general characteristics of this phylum. The first is that they are small microscopic animals, and schools. means they are small animals. I mean, microscopic that can be viewed all under the microscope. I mean, they are so small they can be seen with the naked eye. And they originated in Precambrian period of Paleozoic. I think you also got that Precambrian period of Paleozoic era. And now let's talk about their shape. They can be spherical, they can be oval, spherical, oval, they can be in ball shape, and they can also be shapeless as well. Let's say irregular shape, like amoeba. So now let's talk about their habitats. Habitats where they dwell. They are distributed all over the world. They can be free living, seen by hunts. They can be commensals and parasites. When they can free living means they can live anywhere. Seen by hunts means they can be attached to other organisms, whereby both of them are deriving from each other without causing harm to each other. Commensals, when commensal means commensalism means only one is deriving without causing harm or benefiting the other one. And parasite means only one is benefiting from the other, thereby causing harm to the other. And they can be found in the water, soil, air, even and animals, as we said earlier. All the mentioned attributes. They can also be. You can see they can always derive those things from other animals or plants. And let's talk about their symmetry. Now let's talk about their symmetry. They can be radial or spherical. They can also be bilateral symmetry or even asymmetry without having symmetrical. And they are all unicellular organisms. And their body is made up of a single cell. And their body is naked. The body can be naked or bounded by a pellicule. And a pellicule, Pellicle. Some have shells or exoskeleton made up of CaCO3, calcium carbonate 5 or silica. And their size ranges from 0.002 millimeter to 16 millimeter in size. And now let's also talk about their nucleus. Usually only one nucleus. They usually have only one nucleus, but Eilophoros, EILOPHORES have two nuclei. That means it's dimorphic. One nucleus is large and called micronucleus, and its function is it carries all vegetative metabolic activities, and the other that has a small. That means that one is micronucleus, and the micronucleus is exclusively for reproduction. Now, you'll be wondering about how they move. Their locomotion. And you'll be wondering about how these animals, don't they move around? How do they move from one place to the other? So now let's talk about their locomotive characteristics. They make use of some organelles, and those organelles are pseudopodia, flagella, and cilia, or even all of them, and some of them may not have any at all. So let's talk about their nutrition, how they feed. So all of them are holozoic. They can feed on plants. They can feed like animals, and some of them are holophytic. That means they can produce their own food. All of them are saphozoic or parasitic. I think I have explained that earlier. And that digestion occurs intercellular inside of food vacuoles. Now to the respiration, the exchange of gases within them. So they have no special respiratory organs. excretion is carried by general body surface through division. I think you get that. So let's also talk about the excretion, the person of waste. It also, this one can be in two ways, either through diffusion or through contracting vacuoles, which serves mainly for osmoregulation. And let's talk about the reproduction. How they multiply. The reproduction may be asexually and sexually. Sexually means mating of gametes, while asexual means there's no need for parenting. Only need one parent. So their asexual reproduction can be by binary fusion, multiple fusion, or budding. And the asexual reproduction can be by conjugation or by fusion of gametes. That is same gamete, fusion of gametes, same gamete. And let's talk about the next one is, let's also talk about their classification. They are classified into four subphylum, and the person that carried that classified them to this four subphyla is B.M. Onigberg in the year 1964, and a man called Callis in the year 1967.
Scholar, how far? I hope you're enjoying the podcast. I just came to remind you that you can show your appreciation to this avatar by liking, uploading, sharing, and commenting below. Okay, I'll leave you to keep listening now. Bye.
Now let's just mention the names of those subphyla. One of them is Sarcomastigophora. The other, the second one is Protozoa. The third one is Nidospora, Cnidospora, and the fourth one is Xylophora. Those are the four subphyla: Sarcomastigophora, Protozoa, Nidospora, and Xylophora. So let's start from the first subphylum, that is Sarcomastigophora. Sarcomastigophora, they are organisms that use flagella, pseudopodia, or any of the two for movement. They only have one kind of nuclei. Their body is covered by protective pellicle, and this Sarcomastigophora is also divided into three. Into another three subphyla, and they are Mastigophora, Opardinata, and Sarcodina. So you are getting me. And let's first talk about its subphyla also. So for us to get the message. So after this, I think we'll have to take a break. And Mastigophora is uses flagella. Mastigophora, let's say, is flagellata, or you can call it flagellata, but Mastigophora is the generic name. So botanical name. So Mastigophora flagellata. Mastigophora flagellata. So locomotion organs are flagella. Nutrition is autotrophic or heterotrophic in both. It can be autotroph or heterotroph. The body is surrounded with firm pellicle, Pellicle. They are divided into. They are also divided into two classes. It can be Phytomastigophora or Zoomastigophora. From their name, Phyto and zoo, you have to, you would have gotten that phyto is for plants, while zoo is for animals. So now let's talk about the phytomastigophora. Phytomastigophora, from general characteristics of plants, they make you, there's always presence of chlorophyll and chromatophores. The presence of the two, and their nutrition is mainly by the holophytic organisms with one or two flagella. They serve food material in starch or paramillion. For phytomastigophora, their characteristics, their attributes is just like that of plants. So I think this one should be easier for us. And there are others are Cryptomonalida, Eglenida, Volifocida, Locomotion, and Dinoflagellida. And there are examples of phytomastigophora are Chrysamoeba, Silomonas, Clavophysidella, Discosta, Glena, Chlamydomonas, Volvos, and Colomonas, Noctiluca, and Seretion. I think you are getting this. Now let's go to the second subfiler of Mastigophora, which is Zoomastigophora. Zooflagellata. Mastigophora is also flagellata. So now Zoomastigophora now means Zooflagellata. Now let's also look at its characteristics. From the attributes of animals, we are using that there is absence of chlorophyll and chromatophores. So their nutrition can be holozoic, saprozoic, and parasitic, and they serve food in form of glycogen. I know in phytomastigophora they serve their own food in form of starch, while in Zoomastigophora they serve their own food in form of glycogen. Just pin that point. And their examples are Mastogamoeba, Dimorpha, Leishmania, Trypanosoma, Proterospongia, Giardia, and Lophomonas, and so on. There are many.
Make it move, make it groove. Make it move, make it groove.
The best test of knowledge is in the act of communication. Are you confident that you have read a topic very well? And are you sure that you have mastered that topic in zoology to its roots? If yes, then what are you waiting for? Slide in our DM and tell us you can explain. By doing this, you're not just helping others, you're certifying and verifying how well you are grounded with the topic. Once again, I'm Okoefa Farida, your personal online study buddy, and I would like to thank you for listening. By the way, Jack is somewhere in the background screaming thank you too, but his voice is too tiny. I'm sure you can't hear him.
Yes, I said I should tell you thank you for listening. I was busy commenting and sharing with my friends. I've shared to a lot of my friends and they love it so much. And I just want to keep sharing. I hope you have shared too. We agreed to share. Yes, so let's not be stingy. Let's share it, okay? So share it with your friends, like the podcast, comment, and...
Okay, that's enough, Jack.
I'll see you next episode. Bye.
Bye, scholars.